All right, man, you made it, Mark. We are live.
All
Woo,
right.
that was close, wasn't it? I kept seeing you drop off and come back, drop off and come back.
Dang wrong button.
Yeah, having some technical issues. Man, it's almost Christmas.
Yes, sir.
It is.
We're getting close.
Yeah, isn't it Monday? Is that when it is?
Mm, yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Something like that. Whatever. It's the 25th. It's
Yeah. Whatever that
21,
date turns out to be.
23, 24. Yeah, 25. So it's Sunday, Christmas Eve. Yeah. I've been off work for a week, so I forget what day it is. And okay, let me give a shout out to some of the folks here in the chat. We've got a pretty good house going here. We got, of course, you're here barely, but you made it. Sugar Kitty, Lori, Art by Sparkle, Crazy Ann, Whiskey Uncensored, Bourbon is here. Jerry J, Tater Dom, and Big Cat 253, William Hall, Gandy Road. And that's I'm pretty caught up. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but there you go. But we're going to go ahead and get our first hashtag in there. I tell you what, when I'm at work, I plan my day, and I'm working and everything, you know, at my day job, and I'm getting the show ready. And I was like, I don't need to get the show ready because I have all day Thursday, and then I wait till about 3 in the afternoon. And it takes me about 3.5 hours to put the show together. And I was like, oh, crap, it's 3 o'clock. I got to do this, you know? And so, yeah, I almost dropped the ball. And you saw me when we were backstage, I was fixing the slides, bumping it out of the studio and all that. Yeah, and if you will, helps us to stay going here and give away these fabulous prizes. If you don't mind, if you like the show, go ahead and give us a thumbs up down there, smash the like button. And but I'm going to get this first hashtag in here. I don't even have it prepped yet. They're all 4 letters, and that's the new thing here. And they do not have to be capitalized. I capitalize them, but I just think it looks better. But the first one here. So let me tell you what this top 10 is about. The top 10 is about bourbons you mix with. And the reason I put this together, and everyone knows the cheap bourbons, you know, but you don't want to break the bank. Mike Brock, how's it going? You don't want to break the bank when you're having a crowd of people over. You know, it's fun to drink whiskey neat, but everybody gravitates to the top shelf and everything else, and it can cost you a pretty penny. But everyone's going to be just as happy if you have something good to mix with. So that's what this is about. But not only am I naming the bourbons, I'm giving you a cocktail that I think this particular bourbon would go well with. So the first one here is cranberry bourbon. And I didn't put all the ingredients down there, like the amounts. I picked Evan Williams for this one, high corn count, a little bit sweet. Evan Williams, sweet vermouth, orange juice, cranberry juice, and simple syrup. Now, the simple syrup, I would taste it first. If you think you need a little, put it in there. If not, don't. It's not a rocket science. It's just mixing a drink. So that's pretty much it right there. That's number 10. And as always, what are we playing for here? The hashtags are for entries to the quarterly drawing. The next quarterly drawing is March the 7th, 2024. But before that, we're having the halfway mark giveaway, which is January 25th, 2024. So the entries for the quarterly drawing, we're giving away a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a Bourbon Bounty logoed whiskey glass that looks a lot like that one right there, and a virtual private tasting with me where I walk through the nosing kit and unveil the stuff. Didn't have a chance to get it ready. I've been spending time with the family this week. Have you had time to? Are you been off work or you been working?
I've been working.
Yeah. So yeah, being off and everything, we went to brunch. We've been doing some things together, during the day and evening and all, and yeah. So I've
Like today, I installed a 10-foot garage door by myself.
oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, needed to get done, so
Yeah, but
Wow.
no, I'm going to reach out. And I'm going to try to do a big session with these nosing kits and all. The problem is the big session. I can't do a big one with everybody all at once. I'll have to do them one at a time because I sent them different bourbons.
Yep. Well, in honor of your mixed drinks, I decided to mix one myself. Got a nice little old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
And I was watching Fred Minnick last night a little, and I'm going to use his his 2 of the year.
Oh yeah, you're kind of breaking up a little. Yeah, okay. The
Larceny Barrel Proof. This is the C923.
All right.
So I figured, if you're going to use a good whiskey for an old fashioned, might as well pick one that Fred Minnick liked. But whatever. Taste is preferential.
Fred Minnick, I respect that he's been doing this a long time, but I won't say much more except for I don't know how well I can trust someone who gets paid to review stuff.
Yeah.
By
that, and it's it's his palate.
Right. It's his palate.
So
yeah. And and I like to keep it straight where, hey, this is what I'm getting. And I don't feel any pressure whatsoever to say, one bourbon is good just because it's produced by a distillery that's giving me money.
Yeah.
So, that's just my take on it. But anyway.
Well, I mean, he did crap on a few other ones. It was on. He did like a 100 list. He went through and tasted 100 different whiskeys and ranked them. And I mean, Birthday Bourbon was low down on the list. And Still Austin was like 85 or something. And there was a lot of stuff that was way low on the list that I thought would be higher and tasted better to me than some of the stuff he picked. Well, I mean, his number 2 and number 3 bottle was Larceny.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing, though. If you look and see how much money he's getting from Heaven Hill on that, then you'll know, and how much money he's not getting from, the other distilleries. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I would think it's kind of hard to pick that stuff out in a blind of 100, but I don't know. Maybe somebody clued him in. There's no telling.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not gonna.
I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just I've heard rumors and I've seen some things that made me question. But it's just like Dad likes Evan Williams. I don't really like Evan Williams. As a base bourbon. I put Evan Williams and Jim Beam and McAfee's Benchmark side by side. Blind, semi-blind. I mean, I knew what 3 bourbons, but they're all identical color. Yeah, you can't tell them apart. And so I had my wife label them, and I didn't know which was which. And I tasted them all. I knew immediately when I tasted Evan Williams because I don't like it. But the others, it's just basic bourbon notes, wood sugar notes in it. But I think McAfee Benchmark is at a cheaper price point even. Is a superior 80 proofer to those other 2 because of the viscosity, because of the mouthfeel and all that. So you can rate bourbons based on different criteria. it doesn't all have to be just about the notes. It can be the oils, it can be the mouthfeel, it can be, all of that stuff. So yeah, I won't dog on anybody when I don't know the whole story. How about that?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go mix a drink because this is mixed drink. So it won't take me but just a few seconds, and I'll keep my mic on, but I won't be able to hear you. But if you want to talk to him just for a minute, let me go do this.
So Jody's going to go mix a bourbon on the rocks. Nice and easy. Oh, is anybody else going to be drinking anything? Oh, yeah, I can kind of see that, Ben. I mean, I watched a little bit of it here and there, and it was like, he tastes it, spits it out, and immediately writes a few things down and gives a note on it as far as, it's a 93 or it's an 87 or whatever, just right off the bat. Big Cat, this is a Hooten Young. I don't remember other than that. It's a Hooten Young. It's kind of it's fat on one end and kind of tapers to a point up here on this end. It's not bad. It's a nice mild cigar. I vary a lot as far as what cigars I smoke. Lately, it's been a lot of Alec Bradley and oh shoot, what was that other one? Can't even remember the name of it off the top of my head now. I go around.
Might as well just grab the benchmark,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, benchmarks are good. I like the foolproof personally. They released all their bottle and bond and the top floor and all the other ones. I tried a couple of them, and the foolproof I like the best. Oh, nice sparkle, Antique 107. Yeah, it's a good pour. I got a bottle of that.
All right, I'm almost back.
Yeah. Right, Peter.
See if I put enough.
I couldn't watch much of it. I just popped in occasionally and kind of backtracked to a few that I wanted to see what he would actually think about, or if he would give any notes on it or anything like that. And most of it's just, it's just kind of BS to me. But hey, to each his own. Some people hold faith in that, and I personally don't. I mean, I'll listen to a few different people, YouTubers, as far as what they think, as far as, I like this whiskey or that whiskey or something like that. But, if my palate agrees with theirs, then I'll listen to a few more things. And if they find something else that I haven't tried yet, I'll go, oh, well, let me try that one then, if they like it. Oh, nice shred. PBR, Beer of Moon. Hey there, Guani. How you doing? And cheers, Peter White. Cheers, sir. And Chris Jenkins, too. Man, been in all kinds of chats.
Now, check that out. Look at that two-tone drink right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is a whiskey sour with cherry juice in it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, mine's just straight up old fashioned, so it's just basically whiskey with a little bit of. I used not the sweet mix. Oh heck, agave liquid, agave syrup. I put a little bit of agave syrup in there.
Oh,
a couple of dashes of bitters, and then whiskey. That's it.
Cool. Yeah, I had some sour mix, so I just went on ahead and it's the easiest thing to mix up. And I like them every once in a while. I like that little sour kick.
Yeah, most of the time if I had a mixed drink like with cranberry juice or something like that, it'll be like vodka and cranberry juice. Maybe with a little dash of what's the red? Not Chambord. The non-alcoholic red stuff they pour in there.
You're talking about grenadine?
Grenadine. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, grenadine, a little bit of vodka, and some, cranberry juice. That's a good little drink. I think we call it a vampire.
Yeah. No, this is
It's a nice
this
bottle.
is nice right here, just as a little refreshing drink. This is more like a summer drink here, though.
Yeah. Well, that same as this, and like Jerry says, a sweet and sour. Those are good in the summertime too.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and present this screen to spin this. We can get the first 20 entries out of the way. Here we go. Good luck, everybody, on Cran for 20 entries. Boom! Oh, that's Lori. Plus 20. Lori did not win any last week. It never landed on me once.
Milestone message. What is a milestone message?
Boom, Kathy Bates.
Nice, Kathy. Cheers, Miss Sexy Voice.
A milestone message is when a member posts like how long they've been a member.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Oh, there it is. It was up there. This is hashtag Crane. What is everyone's favorite Christmas cookie? Oh. 7-layer bar. That's my favorite cookie. I always seem to get them in the winter, in the Christmas time for some reason.
Yeah, mine has to do with peanut butter. Well, I actually like in Christmas time. I like my wife makes oatmeal date cookies, like oatmeal raisin, but with dates.
Flip flop. Cranberry ocean spray and Grey Goose. Nice, Jonathan.
All right, number 2.
Grey Goose is a good vodka.
Going down the list, I don't care for this, but if you do, go for it. I don't like milk. Well, and I'm lactose intolerant anyway. But this is Jim Beam. I of course bourbon, but I put Jim Beam milk, simple syrup, and vanilla. So it's like vanilla milk. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't have to like the drink to promote
There
it.
you go, Jimmy. Peanut butter cookies and peanut butter fudge. My grandmother used to make the best peanut butter fudge. I love that stuff.
No, we had a thing where you dip the cookie or the very bottom of the peanut butter cookie in like milk chocolate, and then
so it's a half and half.
Turn it over and then put it on the cooling rack and let it dry.
Yep.
And so you had like just a little thin layer of chocolate on the bottom of the peanut butter.
Nice. Heck yeah, that'd be good. Kind of like a Reese's.
Yeah, something like that. But it was good though. I mean, people like Reese's cups, but it's not that good.
I like a Reese's cup. They're good. I made some sort of a drink like that because I got my wife some of that. What was it, Screwball? And
the peanut butter. Yeah.
And I've tasted it. I mean, it's sweet and it's definitely like a peanut butter flavor to it. But I actually had some a chocolate liqueur, Ghirardelli chocolate liqueur of some sort. Yeah. And I kind of mixed those two together and threw a little vodka off in that, and it was pretty dang good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not something I'm going to drink very often, but
yeah, I have the Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah,
it's pretty good stuff.
Whiskey Corner, how's going on? Major
Hey,
Zero,
Carlos.
Peter White, Shredwood, welcome.
There you go, Cherry. I'm still about a gallon a week myself.
Yeah, this show, if y'all see us drinking mixed drinks, because this is about mixed drinks tonight. And I just decided to put a little one together.
I don't know about that one there, Sparkle. Screwball peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, I don't know. It might be all right with a glass of milk.
Well, they do make like I've seen a blueberry schnapps before, in different fruit flavored schnapps. And if you did a peanut butter and jelly and call it that and just do Screwball and like a flavored schnapps in it or something.
Yep.
I don't know how that would. Yeah.
The only schnapps that I really liked was actually I tried two of them that I liked. One of them is great in the wintertime. It was Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol mint schnapps.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good in the wintertime when it's nice and cold, and it's good in like a hot chocolate or something. And then I had a buddy of mine lived up in New Jersey, and I went and visit him once, and he used to drink um, blackberry schnapps. It was
Yeah,
de Coupier or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
And I tried that once, and it was pretty good. I mean, it's not my cup of tea as far as I'm going to drink it. In fact, I don't know what a bottle of it, but
But
it
nine
was
times
pretty
out of
decent.
10, well, 99 times out of 100, I just pour whiskey in a glass and drink it. I mean, that's no ice,
There you
no
go.
nothing. And but I don't mind sipping on something that tastes different. You know, that's just. And I used McAfee benchmark at $10 a 750 in this, so I can't taste bourbon at all. It's all about the sweetness of the drink.
Yep. Oh, well, I'm all over the map now as far as whiskey goes.
I tell you, you know what I've been doing too. That my new after work drink or whatever, or at the end of the day, kick the night off, has been that Ugadal.
Oh yeah, that's usually my last drink of the evening is one of those. Yeah, because it's so peaty and thick, that anything else you drink after that's kind of masked.
Yeah. Now the one I think Ardbeg's too strong for it, but I came up with a drink called a smoked cherry
Hmm.
using Jura 10.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I've
lightly
seen.
peated. Yeah.
Yep, I've seen the Jura, but I have not got a bottle of that yet.
It's not that good on its own. I mean, it's cheaper scotch, but it's
Hmm.
good in that smoked cherry. The smokiness comes through in that drink.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, William
Oh, a
Hall went
butter
on
shot.
Whiskey Corners.
Yeah, a butter shot is the schnapps, the butterscotch schnapps, and sometimes they put like a little whipped cream on top of it, and you're supposed to shoot the thing down.
Schnapps butter shots. Okay. Oh well, congratulations, William. That's cool. I think
Yeah,
I
in a bar they put the butterscotch schnapps in a it's butterscotch flavored is what it is, and they put it in a shot glass with a little vodka in there, and
yeah.
then put the little. It's sometimes they use meringue on there if it's fancy, and they take a
Yeah.
torch and they kind of burn the top of the meringue a little, and then
Jeez.
yeah.
Just give me something like this. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine. I don't need all the other weirdness.
In the bars though,
Schnapps.
those things, yeah, schnapps, the with the A and an extra P and an E. But
Schnappies.
now the in the bar, those things are just designed to get you fucked up. I mean, that's
Hmm.
basically it. You know
Oh yeah, and for women too.
that. Yeah. Oh, I told you the story about the lady came in there, and I say lady, she was not used to that lifestyle, and she came in, and they had Jello shots, and she was squeezing those
Uh,
things in her mouth as fast as they could bring them out, and she ended up in the bathroom, sitting on the floor crying, and had stuff in her hair and everything else. So
Oops.
we got her home. Yeah, the next day she
Arizona.
told us that she was never ever ever going to go out with us ever again, and then a month later she wanted to go out with us again. So
Oh, nice art by Sparkle. Good name too.
Arizona prick. Yeah. Now that agave nectar, I
Mhm.
like it, but it
Yeah,
has and like an earthiness to it. You know, the
just a little
a
slight
hint
earthy. Hmm.
herbal, well, veggie hint to it. Almost like it's hard to explain. It has like if somebody took it, you know what pot liquor is, where you cook greens and all that, and you get the green juice.
Yeah.
Pot. We called it pot liquor, and like put a little of that in there or something. But it's not quite a green tea flavor. It's weird, but I used to use agave nectar in my tea. I would just squeeze it in there. And I just wouldn't make sweet tea. I would just make regular tea and squeeze agave nectar in it and mix it up till I got it where I wanted it.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
My wife would like that one.
Oh, it's time to spin again. This one's for 25.
Yeah,
so let's do this. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. And my alarm's going off. Look at there.
Right, Sugar Kitty. It's kind of like
Jonathan Doe.
Nice.
Now I have to write this all the way down because I cannot shorten that one. All right, here we go. Let me set the next one. All right, there is 2 T's on here. Now this is a weird drink, so let me show the thing here for number 7. Oh, wrong one. I had it on the right one. Now you know what's coming next. Anyway, I say use W.L. Weller in this because it's the original wheated bourbon. It's kind of sweet, blah blah blah. But this is. It's called an apple cider hot toddy. So instead of using water, like hot water with honey and lemon, you just you take you take apple cider. If you want, you can leave the cloves and star anise if you don't like the flavors or whatever. But you steep that in the pan, and then you take your honey and lemon, pour that in there, and dissolve that down. And then add your bourbon to it, and then you've got a apple cider hot toddy. So if you get a little sick over the holidays and you would need a hot toddy, here's one for you.
Yeah,
totally customized.
I'm with Edward on the star anise.
Anus.
Anise. Something like that. Anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he might on it.
Yes,
that licorice flavor just.
I've heard the chefs on TV call it star anise, but I always heard it called star anise, and so I always just say anise because that's the way I heard it overseas from chefs over there. So I'm just going to stick with that pronunciation.
They're supposed to say it's anise, but you know, for the rest of us that don't like it, it's anus.
Yeah.
It's just it's not a flavor that I'm really fond of. So hey, to each their own. Some people like it.
Yep.
It's kind of like what's the black licorice drink that everybody likes with the Red Bull, Jägermeister.
Oh yeah, the Jaeger bombs. Yeah,
Jaeger bombs. I'm not much on. And then there was another one that's, where was it? I can't remember exactly where it's from now, but it was supposed to have some other stuff in there besides just alcohol. Ouzo, maybe. Maybe I think that might be what I'm thinking of is Ouzo. It's got a licorice flavor to it. And
yeah.
A few other things that are liable to be, kind of odd, like wormwood sort of thing, kind of.
What's the one that's got the olives in it?
Olives?
Something green.
I don't know.
I used to see it.
Shoot. Had him tip on my tongue. With the wormwood, absinthe. That's green.
No. I was talking about it's got. It looks like olives all up in the jar. I used to see it at the liquor store. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that ouzo. Ooh. Same thing with. I learned my lesson with Korean soju. Oh my
Oh yeah.
goodness, that stuff. Talk about creep up on you and smack you down hard. Holy crap,
Yep.
man.
Akavavit. Is that what that
Aquavite,
is?
water of life.
I'd rather drink Aquavelva than some of that stuff.
Woo, man, boy. I remember back in the day, I had some soju. My brother sent me back a bottle from Korea when he was over there, and so I had a glass, say like this big a glass, this much soju, that much cranberry juice.
Mm.
And I polished that sucker off like, this is pretty dang good stuff. Holy crap. And I got it from the bar. So I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak. I'll be right back. I stood up from the bar and went, whoa, hit the
Bam.
floor.
Yeah, that's the
Went,
story with the Long
went,
Island iced
wow.
tea.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. That's Long Island iced teas. Yeah, they'll creep up on you in a heartbeat too. Well, whoo, goodness.
wow, they taste so good though.
Soju with yogurt, Tater Dong. Really?
Yeah,
I
there's some
wouldn't have. I
weird
wouldn't
stuff
have
going on.
thought about that one. Oh yeah, the sugar cube with the absinthe.
Now I do have a mixed drink on here that calls for absinthe, but it's American version of absinthe,
No, not the good stuff.
not the good stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
the stuff that's colored green.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if I was actually going to try it, I would have want the good stuff. Give me some
Mm.
good French absinthe or something like that.
Well,
I think
they make it with a one of those what do you call it? Like a what do they make absinthe with? The flowering herb thing.
they
Crap.
use well, there's wormwood in it and a bunch of other herbs and
Well, one of
botanicals,
them they
kind of
say
like
is kind of a
gin.
narcotic type thing.
Yeah, that's the wormwood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Aqua Beat. Oh,
Because I've eat
okay. Thank you, Sir Kitty.
licorice flavored. All right.
The voice of reason on Whiskey Tube, right there,
Aha.
in a
There
wealth
we
of
go.
information.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wasn't there a meteor they named Wormwood?
A what?
A meteor or asteroid or whatever they named it,
Oh,
Wormwood.
I don't know.
Something about it only comes around. Like it may not ever come in anyone's lifetime. Like it's that long of a elliptical orbit.
Oh,
And they say the
Sure.
sun, our sun barely has any effect on it. Like they can track it way out there. We don't even see it.
Uh, Trevor says that's Planet X.
Mm.
All right. Well, I need me a different pour.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Oh,
a pour after this.
go for it,
Changing my
William
screen name to
Hall.
one, but yeah. William
Just,
Hall.
I'll start calling you Wormwood. No worries. Oh, what do I want here? Let's see. I'll go a little bit of something sweet.
What are you pouring up?
A little still lost.
Oh, still Austin. All right.
A little,
Blue
little blue
corn.
corn.
All right.
Yeah, she's starting to get a little low. Starting to sound like rain there. So
Might as well
work on
kill it.
that just a little bit. Oh, I ain't killing it tonight, but
Mm-mm.
we'll work on it just a little bit.
All right, we got about another
Hmm.
minute here. I'm gonna spin it. A minute to spin it. If you don't have whatever it is, HOTT in there, hashtag HOTT.
Oh, William Hall, you ought to change your name to Winner.
Mm.
As much as you've won on Whiskey Tube this year, you and Jigs and a few others. Oh, okay, Spark. I'll get you a sample of it. I've already got a
Yeah,
backup of this bottle, so I'm not worried about it.
we'll throw
I
that up there.
definitely had to.
Don't forget to smack it real good.
Yep, and don't forget hydration. Hydration is key. Not this, but maybe like Shredward's hydrating, PBR.
Man, they're putting in fiber through the neighborhood, which I have gig, but it's gig down, not up. And we're paying $100 and something a month for it.
Dang.
And they're putting in fiber through Xeris. And I think we're going to be able to get a gig up, gig down for $69.99 a month once they're done.
Oh.
The problem is they're tearing all my crap up out here, and it's going to be hard to mow next year down by the road.
You got to smooth it out and have them reseed it. They'd be all right. Either that or sod it one.
Mm-hmm. I really don't care because I hate mowing down there anyway. But anyway, there's the alarm. I'm going to present the screen, and we are going to spin this thing. HOTT, good luck, all 22 in there. Oh, look at there. Plus 30 for Lori.
Dang.
Again, she didn't win any last week, so this is good for her. She's playing catch up here a little bit. The big winner last week was Art by Sparkle. Oh, speak of the devil, look at there. All right. Yeah, she had like 170 or something last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it goes.
What'd you tell Fulton about his right arm?
Well, he told me he had a sprain and he was going to the doctor or something. I asked him about it and he said it was still hurting the other day.
Well, dang it.
All right, here we go. Next one is chock full of it. Benchmark. That's what I've been sipping on with this whiskey sour. Benchmark, whatever hot chocolate. Use a hot chocolate recipe, whatever. Put some whipped cream on top. Use a little thing and shake some powdered cocoa on top to make it pretty, and there you
go. Chock full of nuts.
And Benchmark, you can serve a whole bunch of those things for cheap.
Well, I tell you what I found when I was in Colorado. Right down the road from where I was staying, there was a honey place. They have their own bees, and they make their own honey and everything else. They also make whiskey, and then they use their own honey in with the whiskey. They make a cinnamon honey whiskey. That stuff is fantastic in hot chocolate.
Oh wow! One thing
really good. It's not really that good, sipping. If you sip it, it's kind of like what's the not kind of like Red Hots, but
like you're talking about Fireball?
Yeah, it's kind of like Fireball, but it's a more actual cinnamon than Fireball is. It's not that funky, cheap, cinnamon flavor stuff. It's actual cinnamon flavored. And
I'll tell you what,
really good.
You can call me crazy, but I won't buy it. I haven't bought it. Someone else bought it, and I tried it, and I thought it was really good. And I've been tempted to buy another bottle. Is that Jim Beam honey? That stuff tastes good, man. I mean, it's lower proof.
Oh, I remember those, William. The Atomic Fireballs. Oh, yeah, those were good.
You know what? I'm going to pour a little Bullet 10.
Okay.
Right there on that ice. I don't want to put anything too juice. There we go. Instead of a mixer, I'm just putting it over ice. How about that? Stay in the theme.
Mixing it with water. Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. Well, it's Bullet 10 year, so it's. I didn't waste anything good.
Nah. Yeah, Bullet's okay.
Atomic Fireballs. Yeah, somebody. They had a package last summer, at a store around here, and I can't remember. It was like a throwback store, but they sold this brick of candy in a shrink wrap, and it was lemon heads and Mike and Ike's and all of that little stuff, and in the little cardboard boxes, all mixed in there together.
Yeah.
I almost bought one, but now if they had one that had chickle sticks and bit of honeys, I probably would have bought
it. Yeah, that's some good old school stuff. Oh, and the Mallow cups, remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Even from back in the day in Kentucky, they had whorehound candy. I don't know if you ever tried that one.
Mm-mm.
And there was a few other ones that was pretty odd. But
well, for folks that don't know, let me go over this right quick. We're putting in hashtags every 10 minutes for a chance to get entries to the quarterly drawing. I start with a top 10 list, start at number 10, work my way down to number 1. It starts with 20 entries and goes in increments of 5 all the way up through the number 2 entries worth 60, but number 1 is worth 70 entries to the quarterly drawing. The one we're on right now, hashtag CHOC, is worth 35 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Nice. Cheers, Moose.
The Moose is loose.
And Sugar Cutie, those atomic fireballs are awesome. I can get them around here some too, but gotta like those things. My dad was a big fan of those and the cinnamon red hots. That was one of his favorite candies. I'm gonna
pour a snifter or something. I can't stand this. I don't like drinking bourbon like that. Let's see. I'm gonna do
the Chico sticks. Yeah, remember those? And the bit of honey, those were good too.
Right, 1792 single barrel. This was a pick.
Oh, nice. Be a good sweet pour.
Yeah, North Carolina Bourbon Society pick. Right there. That's
I'm waiting for my my local store down here. They've got a pick of Buffalo Trace, and I got their last year's pick, and it was really good. And my wife actually liked it, so I'm like, okay. They got another pick coming out, and I keep checking with them. And they said it's probably going to be like January before they get it. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and pick up like 2 bottles of that. One for me for like just an easy sipper occasionally, and one for her that she can use, to make a mixed drink or just to sip on occasionally. Wow. She's not a whiskey fan; she's a tequila fan.
Yeah, you have to watch me, man. I will get sidetracked and start telling the story, and I won't finish. Here's what I was saying about. I was talking about them running the fiber through the neighborhood. They hit a water line, and our water came out brown for a little bit until it, ran clear again. And every time that happens, they say boil, a boil thing, and that's why. And I didn't have any bottles of water, and that's why I'm not drinking a big cup of water because I don't have any bottles, and I'm not going to drink the water yet. So
yep. Well, they're supposed to go dial 811 or whatever it is, and 311 or something like that.
Oh my God!
Come out and mark all the damn water lines and stuff, so they don't do that kind of crap.
Everything was marked. Everything. There's paint in my yard. There's paint. There's flags everywhere. There's blue flags, red flags, yellow flags, everywhere. And yet they still hit these water lines all over the place. They hit it up the road. They hit it right out here.
Jeez. Now that's just a poor ass operator right there.
That's just in a hurry.
If I'm digging something like that, even though I'm in a hurry or something like that, you can feel it. Yeah, if you're using an excavator or a small one or whatever, you can feel it. You go, oh, wait a minute, what's that? That's not right.
I'll tell you when
and you'll stop. But these guys, no, just plow on through it.
I think I know where they hit it. It's when they're doing that thing where they dig a hole here and then they go down 100 feet and dig another hole, and they run that underneath and pop it up. And I think they're hitting it down there when they're running it under.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of odd, because usually it's kind of like a water jet sort of thing. It just kind of blasts it through and follows the trench.
Water was gushing out of both ends of their orange thing.
Yep.
And there wasn't supposed to be any water inside the thing where they're going to run fiber.
Yeah. Yeah. We were putting in a road in Colorado up to my boss's house. And we had everybody come out and, make sure there wasn't nothing where we were going to put the road at. And they were like, oh, no, there's no fiber, no AT&T lines. There's no, pipes or anything else. We're like, okay, no problem. So, we're going through there with a dozer with rippers on the back, which rippers look like, like big teeth, like 3 big teeth that are, 3 foot long. And we're just tearing up rocks.
Groovy said he's going to be doing a hot tub stream.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, Groovy. Everybody needs a hot tub, brother. Everybody needs a hot tub. The world would be a better place if everybody had a hot tub they could go relax in for a little bit.
We were going by a house one time, or we weren't settling on the house, but we were looking. I got to spin. I'll finish this story in just a minute. Hang on. Let's see here. All right, good luck, everybody, on #Chalk. Lot.
Oh, don't worry about that, Jimmy. I've got like 40 or 50 rubber duckies I can
Fulton.
No, nice Fulton.
35 entries. There we go. And let the confetti die down. Bam. Oh, what I was going to say is we were looking at a house and they had a hot tub on a back porch and all, backyard area. And my wife and I both were like, are they taking that with them? And they're like, no, they were going to leave it here. And we're like, no, we don't want it. Please get rid of it. Well, I don't want no hot tub.
I do.
Too much trouble, too much to keep up with, and I never use them.
Well, they're a lot less trouble than the pool. I mean, I have a pool now, and I had a pool at the other house. But, down here in Texas, you use a pool quite often. A hot tub, not as much, just in the wintertime. Sometimes you really use a hot tub. But I typically will use a hot tub even in the summertime some, like late at night. Because,
shit, I posted
older,
it. I didn't put the
back pain and all that kind of stuff. So Buffalo Trace with cider.
Now this is a bourbon apple cider. So you take the apple cider, you do cloves, star anise, and cinnamon, and then spike it with Buffalo Trace. This is the cinnamon's really the difference between this one and another one on here. So
okay.
And I just had to come up with there's only so many damn holiday drinks out there, guys. I mean, it's just sorry, I forgot to show the slide. I was so happy to be drinking straight bourbon from a snifter.
I would probably serve that one warm.
Yeah, I mean,
agreed.
In the winter, I do a spiced apple cider, but I don't spike it. Like when the kids drink cocoa, they get the cocoa bombs, and they put the ball in there and it dissolves and they mix it with the warm milk. Have you ever seen those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hot chocolate bombs or whatever. And then they do the spoon with the chocolate spoon. You stir until it dissolves and then you drink your.
Sure, kitty. Don't mind if I do.
Let's see.
Watered down. My brother-in-law used to come over for Christmas dinner, which is going to be soon, and he passed earlier, a year ago. But he would bring over like a mulled wine. It's a German wine. I can't remember the name is escaping me at the moment right now. What is it? But anyway, it was a mulled wine with spices and cinnamon and everything else in it. You put it on the stove, you keep it nice and warm.
You gotta be careful though. If you see steam, turn the fire down.
There you go. Thank you. Y'all got it. Glühwein.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff is fantastic, and I'm probably going to do that this year. In his absence, I'll go ahead and do that myself.
There you go.
Because it's good stuff. And for the wintertime, well, maybe down here right now, it's I got the garage door open. See,
Yeah.
but it's not that cold right now.
Well, the sun went down
60s,
here.
upper 60s.
42. Yeah, it's getting down in the 30s at night here, even low 30s. But I mean, there's no precip. So, and even if it did do anything, it gets up to almost 60 degrees during the day. Nothing's going to stick anyway unless the temp plummets.
Oh yeah, it's not that cold here yet. I mean, we're liable to get a little bit of cold weather. You know, it's been in the 30s already, but it doesn't stay that very long down here. It doesn't stay cold very long.
Yeah, I'm
If we
glad
get a
I
little
didn't
snow down here. They shut the whole town down for weeks. It's crazy.
Let me tell you what this reminds me of. This is why I don't put bourbon on ice. Because it sits there for a little bit and I go to taste it. And you know how when you get a Coke and you're eating a burger or whatever, and then you go to drink and there's water, it waters it down. That's what that tastes like to me.
What?
Flaming sugar cane punch.
I have not tried that one, but I would. I'm down for that. If it's got flames on it, I'll give that a shot.
Just don't
of course,
do
I'm
the
going to put the
shot
flames out first because, you know, I don't want to set myself on fire. Ain't no fun having flames on your face going up to your hair, you know. It's no good.
Yeah, that flaming Dr. Pepper, people would do that stuff and set themselves on fire.
Oh, yeah, William. I've tried the whiskey stones in a couple different varieties and not impressed. I'd rather just throw one big cube of ice off in there and drink it quicker.
I'd rather just set the bottle in the freezer for a little bit and then if I want it cold. Yeah. But I like my bourbon at room temperature though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm more room temp.
I think like in the summertime. Come out.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, when you cool a whiskey off, it tends to mute the flavors, and you don't get as much flavor or anything out of it.
Yep.
Now, occasionally in the summertime, I'll throw some whiskey on one big cube.
I've done clear
most
ice.
Of the time, most of the time I'll go with like a smaller pour of like an Irish or a Scotch or something like that, to where it's you don't want to cool it off. It doesn't have to be cooled off. Well,
Sparkle said I keep all but whiskey or bourbon in my freezer. Yep. I don't know how many people's houses I've gone over to and opened up the freezer to get some ice or something, and there's that frosty bottle of Jaeger sitting up in there. I'm like, how long has that been in there? Oh, we forgot that was there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, cool, Sugar Kitty. Oh, I know the little cones of the dark molasses, like sugar, brown sugar. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would like to try that. I want to throw a link in there. Dang, I can't check it out, but
Balcones. Yeah, William Hall. He said some whiskey needs to be muted.
Yeah. I've got a few Balcones that it does well with just a little bit of water. But most of the Balcones that I've tried is better at a higher proof. And they release the other stuff at 60s, 60, 62, and so over a 120 proof, it's a lot of their stuff, and it's better that way. It really is. Oh, it's a white sugar cone. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would still try it. Flaming sugar, come on, hook a brother up.
Yep, I do. Yeah, I'll pull a bottle out from under a truck seat. That actually hot Jim Beam actually makes it have more flavor.
Hydration is key.
I wish I had a bottle of water. I didn't buy any. And then they hit my water line. Oh, okay. I thought you were alcohol abuse. That was just a little water.
No, it was a little water out the top of the glass, cleaning it out.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty good, man.
With my swirl job.
That 1792 small batch, that pick or single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good, man. That is a
Heck
pretty
yeah.
good little bourbon right there.
1792 has always impressed me as far as,
Yeah.
I've tried, I got a sweet wheat now. I had the full proof.
Yeah.
I've got a bottle and bond
I need that
and
one. That's the only one I need.
something
I need.
else.
Yeah.
And they're good. I mean, it's a really good pour.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make a difference which one it is. They're all really good, but they all come across a little bit sweet. Not as much, maybe not as sweet as like Jim Beam for me.
Right.
Jim Beam comes across really sweet to me.
The small batch is my least favorite. Now
Yeah.
the sweet wheat though, I paid too much for it. That's why I'm bitter. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't get it. You can't hardly find it. And when I found it, I grabbed it, and it was not worth twice the money for a regular 1792. Oh,
Yeah,
that was my alarm going off. Dang, man, we are flying through this stuff. All right, let me do this then.
Yeah.
I was about to grab another pour. All right, cider people, here we go. Good luck. Let me sit down here so I can write this stuff down when it hits.
My sweet wheat was cheap.
Dang,
$20.
Drinking.
Oh, congratulations, Chris. Oh, they have a 12-year-old? Dang, I didn't know that.
All right.
Yeah, my bottle of 1792 sweet wheat cost me $20.
Yeah. I wish mine had. I'd probably like it more if it had.
Yeah, I'm glad it did because I've seen it for over $100 and something, and I'm like, nah,
I paid
for it.
48 for it, maybe 50.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad.
No. Okay. There it is. Now, this is a maple old fashioned. I just had to come up with 4 letters. That's all. Now, the reason I picked Four Roses is because of its high rye content. It's 36% rye in a Four Roses single barrel. I tend to make my old fashions with rye whiskey. So this one, instead of water and simple syrup, instead of a simple syrup, it's maple syrup is what they're using in here. And of course, and I put Angostura bitters, but I usually use orange bitters in mine, but whatever. Garnish it however, twist the lemon peel, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
Something to try.
I don't know that I would mess with a Four Roses single barrel like that. I think I would drink it just straight.
Because they got that foot funk rye in it. I wish they wouldn't use the foot funk rye in their stuff.
Ooh.
It's like some people can drink diet sodas, and I cannot. I am super sensitive to that. I say it tastes like cancer.
Yeah, and aspartame or whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Yeah,
I cannot drink any diet anything. It's just horrible.
Let's see. I was thinking about, let's just do it. I'm going to grab some Rabbit Hole Cave over here.
Never heard of Cheerwine there, Cindy? Cheerwine.
Cheerwine, yeah, that's here in North Carolina. It's a cherry soda.
The cherry wine?
No, soda.
Oh, okay.
It's like Big Red soda.
Oh, okay. It's like, like back in Kentucky, you got Ale 81. A late one. Mm-mm.
See,
man, if y'all have not tried this bottle, get you one and try it.
Okay.
Because it is so good. As far as a good Irish goes, oh my goodness. Maybe it's a
no. I don't like the zeros. I don't like any of it. I don't like. If I'm going to drink something, I want pure freaking cane sugar in it. Well, I say that, but they put the corn syrup in there. Whatever. But a lot of times I get the Cokes that are from Mexico, and because they have the cane sugar in them, the big bottles. And but I don't drink carbonated sodas that much. I
I
drink
don't either.
the green teas with citrus and stuff like that.
The
I
only
drink a lot
soda
of
I
water.
drink nowadays is a Mountain Dew, and I pop the top on like a 20-ounce Mountain Dew, and it'll last me
Hmm.
damn near a week.
Yeah,
Other
I
than that,
actually,
I drink Burners, which is from Michigan.
yeah, I
It's
actually went to
ginger ale.
Applebee's. Now check out how dumb I am. I went to Applebee's the other day, and because I like the Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna order, and I got a Mountain Dew to go with it, but I'm gonna order a appetizer of the beer pub pretzels, right? Because I
Yeah.
like to have the beer pub pretzel along with that to use as a breadstick to eat.
Mm.
And I ate two of because they come with four beer pub pretzels, and I ate two of them as I waited on the food. And then I asked for a box. I cut that in half. I put half of everything in the box with one of the beer pub pretzels for later. Spent almost twice the money I could have.
Yeah.
Sat there and ate the other beer pub pretzel along with all, the half of the food on the plate. I put half the shrimp in there and everything. And then the guy was busy. Like I was sitting at the bar area and he was the only one working. And it took a while and I was on my phone. I was checking work email because I don't want it to pile up till I get back and all of that type of junk. He brought me the check. I paid. And then I walked off and left my damn box sitting there.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Don't forget the shine there, Kerry.
Well, there was like at and we didn't forget though. There they have damn, what is it called? Carrabba's Italian Grill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all have Carrabba's. And we went to Carrabba's just because the youngest one was with us, and that's where they wanted to eat. And so went there, and they're okay. It's just pricey. I mean, it's a little bit better than Olive Garden, but it's pretty pricey, right? But they have a deal where you order the entree and you can get an entree to go for $10.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and so we got one to go and brought it back for the oldest one. Didn't want to go that night. Yeah, mussels, and I like the now the calamari. I usually like their calamari, but we got the trio appetizer thing when we were there, and it has stuffed mushrooms, a couple of cheese sticks, and the fried calamari, and that fried calamari was just white, like it didn't brown at all, and it was kind of not crunchy. I don't know about mussels. I wouldn't order mussels at Red Lobster. We used to have. I used to get Blue Point oysters though at a place in Texas there, Papados.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would go in there and I would get
Yeah, I know Papa Do's.
the 24. Get 2 dozen of those Blue Points. God, those are so good.
Heck yeah. I'm an oyster fan myself. I love me some raw oysters. But then again, I like seafood in general. I mean, the fresher the better.
Yeah, oh yeah. And we get some good seafood here because they truck it in from the coast over there and even this far away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Papados is good. They have some gator tail there. It's really good too.
Yeah, I like gator.
I'm gonna turn all country on
Yeah.
y'all.
I'm a foodie. I love food. I don't care if it's Italian, if it's Mexican, if it's Cajun, I don't care. If it's good food, I like it.
I mean, we had a gift certificate
No
for Red
redneck.
Lobster, and we ate at Red Lobster when I visited my parents last time, and And then the Red Lobster's okay. It depends on the restaurant. There's so many of them all over the place.
Yeah.
And
I've
they
never
vary.
been really impressed with them, you know.
It depends on the one you go to.
True.
They vary wildly in quality between the different restaurants. All right, we are there, man. I'm going to present this screen, and this is worth 45 entries to the quarterly drawing. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
Come on, me. I haven't won one in weeks.
And
nope.
Kathy Bates, that's a plus 45.
Again.
Kathy Bates won first. You know what? This wheel does Kathy wrong a lot. So let her have her day. And yeah, this wheel tends to. Oh, Sugar Kitty. Here we go.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I agree, Twisted.
There's my alarm.
Crab Shot's pretty dang decent. And Sugar Kitty, Gator and Dewey for the win. Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Love me some and Dewey. And Dewey sausage. That's good stuff.
All right, I just had to come up with 4 letters, so don't overthink it. So the next one up here is this. And
Bourbon Sazerac.
Yeah, so here's the now this is made now, of course, the only absinthe, unless you live overseas, is going to be the Americanized green juice. But it's I just said Old Tub because it's 100 proof. And if you're going to drink something that's going to knock you asleep, you might as well get higher proof bourbon that tastes like 80 proof bourbon along with it. But yeah.
I have not yet tried Old Tub. I'm sure
I can tell you the difference between Old Tub and Jim Beam, besides it being higher proof, 20 proof higher, is minimal. It is more full noted. Those 2 notes you get, they're fuller in it, but I wouldn't put too much weight on it.
Okay.
It doesn't have that lint. You know how I talk about that drier lint where they watered bourbon down too much? Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. Oh, well, Kathy, 4 oysters and call me in the morning. Heck no, I need a dozen at least. Yeah. I need a baker's dozen of oysters. And I'm lucky if I stop at that. I may take 2. I mean, when I used to live in Florida, I get it by the bucket full. I love me some oysters. Yeah, cheers, Shane. Mash and Metal.
Mash and Metal. What's
love you, brother.
We went to. I was in the military. This is a long time ago. You can tell I haven't been in the military in a long time. But we went to a
the
place.
Gray hair shows it off.
Yeah, they had all you could eat oysters on the half shell. Now,
oh man,
this is back in the day, and it was $35 per person.
Still owes money.
Yeah, and then we had to buy our beer, but beer was $5 a bucket. You get 5 beer in the bucket.
Yeah.
So it was $1.
They definitely losing money at that one.
Oh hell yeah, they were with us, and we went in there and they put us in the back because there was a big group of us. And they were bringing oysters, and they would have the trays with the ice with the oysters on them and bring them out. And they gave us all a little bottle of Tabasco, like about that big.
Yeah.
And that was, $35 all you can eat. They didn't have the horseradish. They didn't have the other stuff with it. So
really?
We would just shake a couple of drops of hot sauce on there, or Tabasco, and slurp it down. And at the end of the night, I never stopped shoveling oysters. And I would sit there and I would drink beer, and I was getting buzzed. And I'm sitting there, and after a while I'd reach and I'd grab another oyster and I would do this and then eat it. And I would grab another oyster and I'd do this, slurp it down. And one of the guys, he goes, How long are you going to sit there and shake that empty bottle of Tabasco over every oyster before you eat it? It had been gone for an hour.
Whoopsie. Well, yeah. I personally, I like a little bit of cocktail sauce and a squeeze of lemon on my oysters. That's the way I like to eat them.
I do when I order them and they're mine, and I'm the only one eating them. I just take the lemon wedge and I go all the way around and just do the drop.
A little squeeze on everything, and then just a tiny dollop of cocktail sauce on each one of them. Boom, 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 boom. Just pour them down.
I don't even do the cocktail sauce. I do the fresh horseradish. I just put a little bit of that in each one.
Yeah.
Without the
fresh horseradish with just a tiny splash of ketchup or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Man, that's fantastic. I love it.
Love. Well, we get along good because we just we'd squeeze it with lemon, and we could just keep ordering trays of them.
Heck yeah! Like I said, I when I lived in Florida, we get them by the bucket. I'd sit at the oyster bar. You go to the oyster bar, so you could have a pour, a beer, or whatever, and you sit at the bar, and they would chuck them as fast as you could eat them.
Oh yeah,
fantastic! It was lovely. A buffet in northern Mississippi. It had endless oyster bar for $20. Oh, you boys are losing money.
Oh, I'd run them out of town, or they'd run me out of town one time. And I can eat some oyster.
Cocktail sauce with a heavy on the horseradish, with a little bit of lemon juice. Boom, baby. Love that stuff. Eat them all day. It's like crawfish. Pounds, baby. I'll eat pounds of crawfish.
One of your favorite bourbons is coming up next.
Oh.
One of your favorite cheap pours, put it that way. Cheaper pours.
Cheaper pour. Wild Turkey 101?
It's coming up next.
Well, right now I'm going Irish. Bunnahabhain. A little splash of Bunnahabhain 12.
I'm really thinking about pouring an oogie next.
Gotta get some of that peat, baby. Oh
man, it's that meaty smoke though. It's like I love barbecue, and that's what that reminds me of. Is like just sipping on a 3-meat tray of Texas barbecue.
Ooh. Well, since you're talking that, I have to make this one my next one.
All right, heavily peated.
Yep, Port Charlotte.
It's an Isla.
Yeah. Well, Bunnahabhain, I think they're on Isla. I'm not sure. Pretty sure. Oh, Big Cat. You never had oysters? Jerry J, come on, suck the heads. Wussy. That's where all the good flavor is.
Well, you squeeze and I'll tell you what, one time I had spiced those things. You use the oil in the water and you put the seasoning mix, and then you throw the seasoning mix out, sprinkle it on them while they're hot, and mix them in with the potatoes and corn and andouille and all that stuff,
Oh, yeah.
And I grabbed one of those things, and we had been boiling crawfish, and I got one of the later batches that had more of the seasoning and stuff in it.
That's what I prefer.
Twisted that, and I squeezed that head, and I went, and I got so strangled I couldn't eat the tail for 15 minutes. It went back to hit my windpipe, and I was done for a while. I was sucking some beer down trying to get that out of there.
Every Labor Day, I go out to my my brother-in-law's ranch, and we cook up bags, like sacks. Sacks and sacks of crawfish.
Oh yeah.
We probably cooked this year. We probably cooked 8 sacks. And that, a sack is like it's my torso. And I'm a 6-foot guy. It's that much crawfish in each sack.
Mud puppies, yeah.
That's all right, Gwandy.
And it's not mud.
Each their own.
You purge them, but it's their guts.
Yep. There you go, Jerry J. The later batches are always better, at least for me. You know, I cook it all the other stuff up for everybody else. You know, we'll throw in some shrimp and stuff earlier, so it's not spicy, or it's got a little bit of spice, but not much. You know, but
Mm,
the more batches we go, each batch that we make, we add in
yeah.
more lemon, more spice,
Yep.
more
More oil. More,
Zatarain's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we keep adding to it, and then of course each time we dump it into the cooler, and we'll throw a little bit more Zatarain's and stuff on that, or a little Tony Chachere's or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was gonna
Heck
say I
yeah!
like Tony's better,
Oh yeah.
but
Well,
the seasoning mix we got from the crawfish place we would order from, they shipped overnight, and like they're still alive, and they put like the cold packs and the seaweed and stuff in there to keep them alive,
yep.
and they guarantee like 99% alive, and all that.
Hmm.
And but yeah, we would order shit. I think we ordered 500 pounds or something. We had a lot of people coming.
Damn.
But I've got to present this screen,
All right.
and here's you know what? Wait, yeah, I got to do this because good luck, everybody. The next one though, I'm gonna set it
No.
up but not spin it yet. Man, it's 8 o'clock already. This show is flying by. Steam Fire Nice.
Nice. I think that's Cindy's first one tonight.
Cindy. Yeah, that's her first. That's worth 50. Now, I'm gonna set the next
Oh
one
yeah.
up. Now, I'm not gonna share it yet because it's that
What you
time.
talking about? What you talking about, Jerry J? Zatarain's good on ice cream, bitch. I love me some
Let's see.
Zatarain's. And another one, if you haven't heard of it, Slap Your Mama. Now that's spice. Oh, it's like Zatarain's, but just as good or better.
This is the part of the show where I'm gonna ask Mark to keep talking while I write down all the names. All you have to
All
do
right.
is type "put me in" the chat. You get 10 free entries. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody's a winner. All you have to do is
Dang, Guani. You know how to shuck oysters? That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. Twisted. Slap Your Mama's some good stuff. I love that stuff. And they have a couple different versions, too. They have the regular white and their darker stuff, too. And both of them's really good. Hey there, Mr. Jiggs. Good to see you, brother. Cheers. Hmm. Well, ah, time for a little bit of Pete. What are y'all sipping on? Jerry's probably sipping on some moonshine, which I wish I could get some good moonshine down here in Texas, but these people down here don't know how to make no good moonshine. You got to go back to Kentucky and Tennessee and Carolinas to find good moonshine. Oh, there you go. Oh, that Pete's good stuff. You know, that's one of the things that I never really thought I would like is peat. As
it
far
depends
as,
on the peak.
yeah. And when I first, my first try of peat was Lafroig, and I did not like it whatsoever. I thought it was freaking horrible. But since then, I have tried other peats, and I've actually went back and tried. I had one of the people I've met on YouTube sent me a sample of Lafroig Lore, which was a peated whiskey, and that one was really good. But Lafroig itself, I'm still not much on, but other stuff, I've grown to really like it quite a lot. Oh well, Twisted, you can't make it here in Texas. It's against the law. So, watch yourself. But it's good. Uh, you have to work at it a little bit. There's a man that I saw, and I've actually met him down here in Texas, from New Zealand. Still it. Uh, Check out his YouTube stuff. Um, he makes all kinds of different whiskeys and gins and absinthe and all kinds of different stuff, and he can help you learn how to make stuff if you want to actually make whiskey. Um, he's really good.
All right, let me read these off. Whoop, there's Big Daddy Ace. Let me write that one down. All right. I'm going to read these off. If I do not call your name,
I'll be right back.
All right. If I do not call your name, I did not get you down for the put me in. So I may have missed you. If you put it in there, I apologize. Just type it again. We have Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Kathy Bates, Jonathan Doe, Chris Jenkins, Fulton Mraz, William Hall, Twisted Art Lady, Major Zero, Jerry Arbaugh, Gawani Ostinaco, Art by Sparkle, Shredward, Peter White, Mr. Jiggs, Steamfire and Ice, Big Cat 253, Jerry J, Mash and Metal, Tater Dom, and Big Daddy H. So he'll tell you when he gets back, Sparkle. I'll make sure of it. Or if I don't, then get his attention. All right. So if I did not call your name, I do not have you down. Please put me in the chat, and I'll write you down here. I think we're about par for the course on where we should be with the number of names I have down. I've started having to make 2 columns. There's Jimmy's random content. Jimmy's Rand is in there. All right. Yeah, we keep growing. So here we go. All right. And I think Art Sparkle was asking, who was that you were talking about? They're making their own whiskey and stuff.
Still it.
Still it.
Still it. Yeah. Let's see if I can type it in here.
Oh yeah, the mead. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that mead's kind of heavy. I used to brew my own beer, but
well, let me see if I can find his link. Hang on a second. I can just do that.
Yeah, if you could do that, you can post it in there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scotch, Mark?
Oh heck, I don't really have a favorite scotch right yet. I keep jumping around so many different many ones, from like Glenlivet and Glenfiddich and Bunnahabhain and Balvenie, and I don't have a favorite yet.
The ones that I'm not a big scotch guy, but my wife and I like the Delmore 12.
Yeah.
And I like the Glenlivet 12. And I don't go too high price on scotch. So I don't have the 18s and all that. I'm sure I would love them. But my favorite peated scotch is the Uigeadail.
Yep, that's one of my higher favorites. That one, oh shoot, what is the one I got recently that I really liked?
Awesome, Fulton.
The Kilholman.
Oh, you're thinking. I'm going to bring up the Wild
Bay. I really like that one.
And we're going to get it going.
Okay, I'm looking for Still it. There it is.
All right, so this is another version of an apple cider, but this is orange apple cider. Doesn't have all the anise in it and stuff. So it's a Wild Turkey 101's one I picked for this because Wild Turkey 101 has an orangey citrusy note to it. So I think it would pair well with the orange. But orange juice apple cider, don't have to heat it or anything. Just pour it in there garnish it with an orange wheel and go to town.
Exactly, Mr. Jiggs.
Yeah, the Glen Morangi, however you say it.
Well, it kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. If I'm in the mood for, like nice, light, floral, fruity, that kind of stuff, Grand Maranghi and, some of the other ones like a Bunnahabhain, stuff like that. But if I want some peat, I'm looking for like Ardbeg, uh, Port Charlotte,
Mm.
um, Kilhoman. There's a lot of those that I really love, and I'm liking them. A lot of those, I'm liking them more than I am a lot of the bourbons nowadays.
Uh-oh, hush
Because
your mouth.
I know it. I know it.
Look how
I mean,
light
granted,
in color that is.
and exactly, and like if you grab like an
Ah,
Ardbeg 10 or something, and you pour that into a Glen, and you go, "Oh, look at this," and you're like, "Holy crap! Look how light that is," But this
yeah.
one is not. That's not Bunnahabhain. That's the Port Charlotte. But for
Oh,
the
that
proof
meaty
that it
punch.
is, and the
Mm.
amount of everything that smacks you all upside the nose and in the mouth, you're like, holy crap, and it's this color, it's
Mm.
crazy.
I can't drink this when I'm hungry because I want to down it because it's like I'm eating really good like bacon burn ends or brisket burn ends or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lagavulin, the 11. Yeah, that's pretty good. I want to get some of the 8 euro because I haven't tried that one, and I've had the 16. I love that. But as far as like a peat smack you upside the head, the 16, it's not that. It's peaty, but it's more subdued because it's got 16 years in a barrel, So
Yeah,
it mellows it out, and it's not as it's more rounded, is what best I can describe it.
yeah.
It's very tasty, but it's a lot more smooth, rounded, mellow. It's really good. So, oh
I
no,
just
Kathy Bates unfired me. Damn it.
yeah. I don't know how in the world they get such a good. I mean, this tastes better than some of the Texas barbecue I've had before.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm partial. I'm a Kentucky boy, so I'm partial to Kentucky barbecue. When I get down here to Texas, they smoke the holy shit out of some meat, not
Well,
wheat,
well they
but
do that too. While they're
yeah,
smoking
yeah,
the
yeah.
meat.
True that, but they smoke the holy shit out of it. I mean, they. I had a guy that was telling me what he does as far as smoking meat down here in Texas is he was told that if it's a 12-pound whatever, be it a brisket or a pork butt or whatever, it means you just smoke it on the pit for at least 12 hours. And that's what they kind of do down here. And they smoke it with like post oak or mesquite or something like that, and it's really acidic, and it it overloads it with smoke for me. Which for me, it's like, oh, you take a bite of whatever it is, brisket or butt or whatever, and you go, oh, this is pretty good, and you go, brr, and you belch smoke for
Hmm.
the rest of the damn day. It's
Yeah, I
just
like
it's
one
too
of
much.
one of them comedians was talking about when they legalized marijuana in Colorado. They said it had been legal in California for a little bit,
Oh yeah.
and California they got used to it. And most of the people live right on the water in California. I mean, there's some valleys and stuff, but there's a lot of desert over toward all that. But he said something about the seven states touching Colorado, we're going to get together and file a something about secondhand high off of. They showed a picture of the United States, and it was the green smoke wafting out of Colorado.
Oh, dang, Jerry. You need to back off the proof a little bit. My goodness,
Mm.
140? Jeez.
Yeah, the I've had a 141. I think is the highest proof I've had, and it wasn't a great bourbon, and it was hot. It was super hot.
Yeah.
Now, I've had 128 proof that wasn't hot, and I've had 127 that would burn the taste buds off your tongue.
Yeah.
So
it's weird, isn't it? It's all depending on the cask. It really
well,
is.
it depends on how many times they distill it. If they're
True.
in a hurry or if they do multiple distills on it and all of that, if they get a good take on the hearts, and they
Oh yeah,
probably
JJ, I love
lose
some
some
burnt heads.
hearts in the heads and tails a little bit, to tame it
Yeah.
down. But
Well,
it's a lot
and
of factors.
that's the biggest thing with like moonshine and with whiskey in general is you got to make a good hearts cut.
Yep.
You can't include very much heads. You can't include very much tails,
Yep.
depending on how long you're planning on aging it. If you're
Right.
planning on aging it for, like in Scotland, if you're planning on aging it for like at least 10 to 12 years, you can include more tails and you can include a little bit more heads,
Mm-hmm.
but not much.
All
Yeah,
right. I
if
got
you
to,
get
yeah,
the more
keep going.
narrow cut, the better it is. But with moonshine, as far as Jerry J goes,
Good luck.
uh, the narrower the cut, the better the whiskey.
Yep. Peter White.
Oh, Peter White, nice.
All right. First one. All right. We'll see if Kathy's the
Yes,
only one that's going to
William.
have multiple wins. We'll see.
Yeah. And and Scotch, that's a good thing with them. Is they're triple distilling and they're pot distilling, which is completely different than column.
Yep.
Much
Yeah.
better. You get a lot more flavor transformation. Um, it's fantastic. I love me some Irish, and I love me some Scotch
Most distilleries
because
nowadays are doing both. They're doing a combination of pot and column,
yeah.
like a pot to
And
column type thing.
oh, got a helicopter heading my way. I don't know if you can
This
hear that.
is a bourbon Manhattan, and I paired it with Maker's Mark in my mind. But I
Okay,
do like a Manhattan with the
get
sweet red
up,
vermouth.
get over my house. Jeez, come on. My
But
goodness.
the way
I
I like,
apologize for that.
yeah, don't worry about it. I sip on a Manhattan like it's a really strong red wine,
Yeah.
and I really like it, especially. But I use the orange bitters because I don't keep Angostura bitters in the house because I don't like the floral flavor from the Angostura. I like the orange bitters, but um, yeah, it adds a little
Oh.
citrus kick to it. But no, I like a Manhattan, and I'll sit around and sip that. Shake it, but strain it. Shake it on ice, but
Hmm.
strain it. It's cold in the glass, no ice in it. It doesn't get any more watered down than it is when it comes out of the shaker,
Yeah.
and get some really good garnish to go with it. Whatever you like with that. Those black cherries are good with that. As a garnish. But anyway, I like them for a holiday. I don't do them all the time. I just like them when we're being pretentious and holding our pinkies out and doing that kind.
Yeah. Yeah. Occasionally you got a little pinky out there.
Mm.
Not me, Jerry. I'm all legal down here. They ain't getting me
Camo
for
tarp.
nothing.
Yeah, you get the camo netting and put it
No,
over.
no, no. I'm good. They ain't looking for me yet.
Amaro, Averna, cherry liqueur, and black walnut bitters takes your Manhattan to. Okay, all right. I may look for
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I I'm still I'm still a little bit of a preference for Luxardo cherries.
yeah. But now the black walnut bitters though has me intrigued.
Yeah,
that has me intrigued right there.
Yeah, they're okay, I guess.
You guess. I haven't had them.
I mean,
So.
I like the normal Angostura bitters, and I have the orange bitters. I'm partial to both of those.
Mm-hmm.
The black walnut, it's I think it's going to be a little bit more acidic than what I would want.
Yeah,
But that's
maybe.
just personal preference,
I mean, I only buy the hella bitters, the orange. So I love them. They're my favorite. It adds just a little citrus kick in there.
Yep.
But it still gives me the bitter, strong little pop of flavor. But I also don't drink that many mixed drinks either.
No,
hardly
me neither.
ever.
Oh, not nowadays, anyways.
The only mixed drink I do is when I mix the bourbon in the bottom of the glass.
Yep.
Every time I have a glass of this Ugadal, I feel like I just ate a really good barbecue meal. And I love smelling the glass when I'm done. It holds that meaty, smoky flavor in there.
No, Ryan, I'm not hitting the strip club. Been there, done that.
No, you can drink and get fucked up and hit the like button though. That would be cool.
There you go. Easy peasy.
And if anyone wants in on the halfway mark giveaway, that is for an entire bottle if you want it, or enough 2-ounce pours to equal a bottle or whatnot. That is super chats only, super stickers. Anytime you donate to the channel, which helps us stay alive and keep going, you get 10 entries for every $1. So you can do one little dollar in there, and you'll have 10 entries.
Dang, marshmallow, Shane. Have you been sickly? I'm sorry. Ooh. Didn't know that. No worries, Ryan. Hell, most of us are drunk around here anyways.
All right, I got to spin this.
Me and this guy are working on it right now.
We're working on it. And my favorite thing to do when the show is over is go crack a beer, and then that really gets you buzzed after a little bit. All right, I gotta spin this one. So here we go. This is for 60 entries to the quarterly drawing. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, marshmallow. That balcony is peated. Holy crap! Most folks can't handle that stuff.
Look at Peter White jump in there late and get a plus 60. That's 115 entries.
Oh, dang. Sorry, Raven.
And now,
sorry,
adieu,
Shane.
Big Cat 253.
Nice. Big Cat finally coming in there with the win.
All right.
Sorry about that, marshmallow, Shane. Didn't know you've been sick.
Did he have the vids?
No, he didn't have that. He just, congestion and, the normal, fall BS flu type bull stuff that's been going around.
Major zero. Here we go.
Thank God that, I'm not around people that much, so I don't ever get sick. I mean, it's seriously been 8 or 10 years since I've been sick with anything, like flu or COVID or anything like that. I never got sick with COVID. Hell, my dad passed away from COVID, and him and I were smoking cigarettes at the same time. He was bumming my smoke.
Major Zero got 2,600 subscribers, and he just got 50 entries to the halfway mark giveaway. I have not tried a New York sour, but it has me intrigued. And you're literally supposed to pour the red wine on top and leave it unmixed.
Weird. Okay.
So there you go. But regardless of whether you think it sounds good or not, it is worth, well, excuse me, 70 entries. Count them up, 70 entries to the quarterly drawing. Did I get? Yeah, I got him down there. Okay. I was going to say, if you're coming in late and you did not type "put me in" earlier, the "put me in" goes until the end of the show, as long as you get my attention. First time getting COVID. It may not be 19 anymore. It may be like 36 by now.
Yeah. I got so many variants of it nowadays. Geez. But yeah, well, I ain't worried about it. I'll probably never catch the shit.
Well, I got it when we were coming back from Vegas on a plane, and there was a lady sitting up. I was on the other row, like across the aisle, but she was one forward and over to the right. And man, coughing and hacking and carrying on, no mask, nothing. And I'm like, it wouldn't have done any good anyway. And I'm like, yeah, we're all doomed. And we all got it. But it didn't hit me that hard. It didn't. I mean, but I had the vaccine booster, and everything. And I got sick for, I don't know, 4 days or whatever. But it really screwed with me for about a week and a half where I couldn't hardly talk. I didn't sound normal for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I never lost taste or smell.
Oh, that's good.
So.
Yeah. Well, like I said, for me, I never got any of that BS, and I probably won't. My immune system is built up quite good.
Yeah, the only thing it did for me is it felt like after the first two, well, especially that second day I had it, that third morning or the second morning I woke up, it felt like I had done like 2,000 sit-ups the night before.
Oh, damn.
Oh, my stomach was so sore. And every time I had to cough or something, I would cringe because it hurt so bad. And, I'd been coughing. But other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Come on, that work.
And yeah, I did lay around a lot in the recliner, which is what I do all the time anyway. So.
Oh yeah, you lazy bastard, you.
All right, we are getting close to the 2-minute warning here. So hashtag NYSO New York Sour. Yeah, I mean, it's a choice, whatever. We got it under control now. So, I mean, it's as under control as it's going to be.
Yep. Heck no, Big Daddy. You don't need no damn COVID. That's some bullshit right there. Nobody wants that crap.
Eggplant Dom.
I need something different. We'll go with this one.
Well, we have. I'm about to share this screen. I hope everybody got their NYSO in there because we are about to spin this thing. Here we go. Good luck, everybody that has their entry in there. 70. And Peter White again. Look at Peter White go.
Dang, clean it up.
Plus 70. Oh, that's the big winner this week. I can tell you already. All right, here we go. Drawing again because we always put somebody new on the wheel or on the paperwork here. And Art by Sparkle, that's a plus 70.
Oh, well, that's not new.
No. And I can't wait for the confetti. Sorry. I wait for your confetti the first time. We're going to hit somebody new shortly. Oh, that's Lori.
That's you again.
That's plus 70 for Lori. Lori, see, like I said, she didn't get any last week. It didn't land on me at all. And now she hit 3 of them.
I haven't hit one all night.
Right. There you are. You got the good one.
About
Now, who'd
time.
you say what?
I'm gonna give mine to Whiskey Uncensored, Ben.
All right. Bourbon.
Her Ben.
I'm going to write it down here. All right. Got it. Got it written down. We can stop sharing now. Get rid of that. Kick this thing here from the studio. Kick this from the studio. Kick this from the studio. And we are at 1 minute, Mark. 1 minute. Any final thoughts here?
Well, drink what you like to drink.
Yep.
That's my
Always.
thought.
If you want to listen to us, listen to us, and then try it. And if you think it sucks, then don't listen to us anymore.
There you go. You know, we have our own personal preference as far as what strikes our palate, as that is tasty or whatever, and it changes throughout the year. Sometimes during in the summertime, we like more whiskey, or we like more not whiskey, but like bourbons or something like that in the summertime, and then toward the fall, we like more something different. Um, Personally, I've been jumping all over the place this year.
Yep. I will say
I've
this.
loved
Yes, Fulton. I did watch the elf thing. I did tell you that before. It was cute. Good job in there. Saw you. But guys, we're going to sign off. We always end on time. Always start on time. Always end on time. But peace, love, and bourbon.